Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TCS eSports League. Welcome back to day number 4. Let's try if I can get all the words out this time. My name is Switchblade J. Joining me is Digital Bacon, as he always does, and we are into our second game of the day. Bit of an interesting one, actually, because this is going to be Swiss Incredible Rebels versus Arctic, but both teams are playing in with stand-ins today, which kind of throws our entire prediction completely out the window, I think.
I think we'll stick with our predictions, but like with a
big asterisk.
This was before, yeah, because I would like to change my prediction now, but we'll stick with it. We'll stick with it because we've got it written down on paper. So coming in, we've got Sir, who have had the dreamiest start to the season. Like, if any season could start off the way you want it, Sir have got it. The Swiss Incredible Rebels have just been rebelling against anyone else and have come out with 3 wins. Of course, their opponents, Arctic, unfortunately haven't had that same pleasure. They're currently sitting on 1 win, 2 losses, losing 2. I will just quickly bring that up now for you guys. Losing to Lausanne in the first week, and then in the in the third week, they dropped to Silent Gaming against Lausanne, something we expect. But against Silent Gaming, all we can say is Silent Gaming showed up last week. They put on an absolute performance, you know, to the degree that we should have really charged ticket price for it.
Yeah, I think that probably is a good way to put it. But you know, Silent are a team that are fighting tooth and nail to prove that they can be here. They're up against the Whiff Masters next after this matchup, so we're gonna have to build into that a little bit more as we go. But for Arctic, certainly an unexpected loss, because both me and you were like, yeah, probably Arctic are going to end up taking this series, but no. Instead, they're here against the Swiss Incredible Rebels as one of the teams that are 1 and 2 so far in the table, and they're trying to put their first loss against the Swiss Incredible Rebels. Now, before we got started on this one, you said that you think that Arctic are going to take this one, but as we just saw, and we've just been informed right now, is that Swiss Incredible Rebels have last second had to take a substitution. Sharo is subbing in for RNZ. So Bacon, you said you want to change your predictions. We're both sticking with our predictions, but what do you make of this new last second sub?
Before running this, we're like, if any team's going to drop Swiss Incredible Rebels, it's going to be Arctic. And then Arctic, unfortunately, have to bring in a new unknown factor, Yagi, for Droog this week. And then we've also got RNZ having to be replaced by Neo Sharo. And do you know much about Neo Sharo, Jay? I'm just going to say it now, put you on the spot.
It's a name that rings a bell. It's a name that rings a bell. So I'm sure that when you tell me, I'm probably going to be like, oh, that guy.
I'm sort of there going, I want to tell you, but I think his actions on the pitch will justify it all. So let's keep Jay in suspense, chat. I'm sure if you haven't seen him as well, oh boy, you in for a treat. Neo Sharo is going to put on a performance today. He is an absolute lad. And well, all the lads are onto the pitch. Still at DFH Stadium, the weather's cleared up quite nicely. And so, Team Sir versus arctic.progressive. This is my pick for the best game today, I reckon.
Already a great start from Team Sir as they get the kickoff and go right down their side of the pitch as the weather has cleared up, as you say, a lot more clearer in this one. Actually, you can see a lot more of the pitch itself, but regardless.
Slightly less dramatic, though.
Yeah, slightly less dramatic. It's back and forth so far. Currently, Swiss Incredible Rebels playing very, very close towards each other now, mirroring, dunking it down to south from Neo Sharo. Okay, that's an impressive start in 30 seconds.
So we bigged up Neo Sharo. It's a good pop line, but Mirrorwing wants all of that praise. He wants everything to be about him. He's a bit of a diva. We all know this.
I don't. So, early kickoff towards this second phase of the matchup. Right now, Yagi going off this backboard. Going to try see if he can turn it around for Arctic Gaming. Try to put their first on the board. Good shot in for Milox off that backboard. The second touch will be blocked by Raptor Jesus. We play in the early start here to the favour of Team Sir. Milox will have to out Raptor Jesus back into the centre, mirroring with a redirection. Not going to quite happen. It's up to Neo Sharo to try and challenge for it. But Milox will just put it back into the corner where Raptor Jesus is already reading to defend it. So great reads overall from the blue side of the pitch, and Arctic will struggle to get it out of their own half. The shots, I think they've only had one good shot opportunity being taken so far.
Yeah. The lads are being put onto the defense, Arctic, but they're doing very well, keeping it off to the corners and clearing down to the midfield and to the side. They're not playing that old mistake of putting it to the middle. They're just playing this nice and clean, waiting for their opportunity to break out.
Wow. Ball in from Stroby. Challenge by arctic.progressive as Yagi will put it back to the midfield, and Milok's actually going to miss on his challenge. I'm not sure if that was because of a bit of a misplay from those two players in the mid-play, but oh, Neo Sharo! I gotta take a look at that from another angle, because that was incredible stuff from him just to get it past that last line of defense. And let's see how we challenge this one. Redirect to the other side. Stroby predicted it to go to the right, but instead the ball went to the left.
Yeah, really hard situation there for Stroby, where essentially he's got to cover the whole goal. He's the only one back, and so he picks to go for the wider angle. Instead, Sharo puts it at such a skinny angle, near enough directly down in the bottom left corner. And it was, I'm saying again, a skinny angle. If he was just off by a couple of degrees, that would have gone into Stroby.
Good touch from Stroby himself as he tries to get the dunk down, set up by Milox. Look at this ball on target, back in, misses the second touch from that backboard, allows Yagi the opportunity to take it from the midfield instead, but still ball away. Raptor-G's are going to have to get back in. No one's in this net, and Milox will sneak himself forward by just a little bit to score the first, this time to the favour of Arctic.
Yep, an unfortunate hit there from Shari, just cleared it straight into the ceiling, wanted to get downfield, so that mishap, Milox cleared up on perfectly. Really, the lads of Arctic need to get aggressive with that man moving forward for those mistakes, because that is where they're going to find goals in this series.
Just at the halfway point as well, it's currently all to the favour of the Swiss Incredible Rebels as Raptor-Jesus looks to try and put the ball on target. All the way from Neo Sharo into the centre. Merriman will take control, bounce it off the wall, try and go for a quick centre up shot, but Stroby will get there first. Oh, Raptor-Jesus, no! That's the second defensive mistake he did. Over rotating in the first one, and now this time just scoring an own goal.
I have no words. I'm just going to simply put it that way. No idea what was going on there. Maybe the rotate back wasn't it? Just took his eye off the ball, not expecting it to just come directly to him. And it was all a big whoopsie, because there is no way he was expecting to get a good touch of that hit. Even if he was sending it to his own backboard, it's only going to cause more trouble for himself.
Going down to Neo Sharo, going to try to see if they can recover this. The Swiss Incredible Rebels not been the best of follow-up plays from them. Ball out, pass into Stroby. Raptor-G's will feed it back away, but Milox will still be here. Into the mid-centre. Good passing play actually back towards his teammate, but can't get there back to the centre place, and Neo Sharo will be able to challenge for it alongside Mirrorwing here towards the corner. Stroby has control. Ball in. Out to Raptor-Jesus, who this time won't put it back towards his part of the net, but Mirrorwing. Oh, that was a very good redirect, but a little bit too high in this case. Neo Sharo will still try and recover it off the setup of Raptor-Jesus as well. Mirrorwing with a secondary follow-up as well. This one all stays away from the nets. Goes back into the counter-attack right now to the favour of Arctic.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup, this one. A battle of the subs. Which team can mold them in quickly? Neo Sharo, will say, is probably the stronger player out of the two, but Yagi seemingly holding his own here. And of course, he's got Milox and Stroby, who are perfect teammates together.
Yeah, and Milox, quick shot inside, and Neo and Mirrorwing just couldn't do anything right there. A bit of an awkward touch there, or awkward read from Neo Sharo. So there we go, 3 on the board now. Arctic back in the lead, quickly reverse sweeping a 3-2 scoreline on this board, and this is one game, of course. Still plenty of time to turn this all back around, as it will be 60 seconds left on the clock. Not only in this one. Ball will remain for Mirrorwing. Neo Sharo to follow it through. Stroby knocks it down. Raptor-Jesus will pass in centre. Milox there to disrupt. Stroby there with a redirect and dunk it back down. The team plays. Okay. Arctic, credit to them. 4-2 now on their board.
So you'll notice the big turnaround here from Arctic is where Yagi has now picked up a defensive third-man role. He's essentially hitting the ball downfield, and then when the whole offensive set in motion, he goes back. He's just going to take that defensive part. So his two teammates, who are very well versed with each other, have been playing for a long, long time, can just get those together. You can see Yagi there being that third man back, and now he's going to try and set that up for Stroby. No, show me going back. Interesting. What on earth is going on with this defense from Team Sir? Just a little bit disjointed, not knowing what to do now. They have been completely frazzled.
Yeah, it's just that passing play between the two players has kind of just completely disrupted their line. They don't look a little bit flustered. They don't really know what to do. Awkward touches, lack of power behind them means that the final 5 seconds will tick by. And it looks like last chance set up from Mirroring, defended by Yagi. And that will be game 1 going to the favor of Arctic. So molding this up just a little bit better. And unfortunately, Bacon, whilst there was some impressive moments being shown by Neo Sharo, wasn't looking incredible from their part, I don't think.
There wasn't a massive amount of team play going on between the lads of Team Sir. They were still going very much with those solo plays. Just, if it was a pass, it'd just be a hit to that backboard, expecting to line up the next player. Not really getting those infield passes and those intricate little movements that we saw from Melox and Stroby. Just that goal earlier from Stroby, where above the goal, just getting that very light touch with the underside of his car to drop it on down for Melox. Phenomenal. Just so good.
Yeah, that passing play individually was just absolutely ridiculous from the Arctic side. Like, I have to give them full credit for that one. I'm not sure who was involved in it. I think it may have been Yagi and Melox. But certainly, you know, some very, very impressive stuff coming in from the side of Arctic. We have got a couple of technical problems going on for their squad as well. A game crash. Apparently, Yagi also needs to go pee-pee, according to the chat. So fair play to Arctic. So give him a little bit of time. Obviously, it does mean that the momentum will be a little bit reset, which could be an opportunity for Sir to come back in the second game.
Yeah, that is it. With this little bit of a break, any sort of momentum that, of course, Arctic would be able to carry on over into the second game is going to be broken up. So Team Sir now should be like an even slate, just an even playing field between the two of them. And the only difference being that Arctic have a little bit more leeway to play with, don't they? Because for them, this has turned into a best of 3 now. They've just got to get 2 more wins.
Yeah, just 2 more wins from here on out, and then they'll be looking pretty good. Of course, the Sir side still need to get themselves 3 on the board still to score. Of course, game 2 coming into play to see whether they can score here in the early part of the series. Melox and Yagi, great kickoff passing play between those two, and Yagi almost dunked it down, but Mirroring being able to take control and get the defensive near Sharo. Awkward touch to keep that in the corner. That certainly could have gone a little bit further than that, and now Strawberry and Yagi will look to play off of each other for that. Mirroring and Raptors uses to get it out eventually. Melox now going off this backboard, and Mirroring misses that backboard clear, and they certainly were expecting that he would be able to get it. Strawberry will finally recover, put it too far left. Neo Sharo and Yagi going off that backboard. Strawberry in with a shot on target. Redirect almost taken, but Yagi will be forced to back off as Melox is in the defensive, but away from Mirroring, and both players in supportive positions. Most of the ball put away from the net. So in the early part of the matchup, in the early minute, no goals will be scored. Certainly some good opportunities themselves being taken, but not 100% from either team.
Those movements from Melox off to the wall, I've heard of drunk boxing, right? But not drunk Rocket League. That was just him fumbling about near the wall, and it worked. They got the ball downfield, and then when his opponents did pick it up, they couldn't really do much with it. They got the ball downfield, sure, but it was just down to a big clear into open space. Really, really impressive. I just love how Melox can make the most out of any situation.
Mirroring making the most out of his situation as well. Took the ball all the way from the defensive now back into the offense. Stroby will be able to take control of it, however, and return fire, but it's Raptor Jesus and Neo Sharo to take control in this midfield. Neo Sharo actually got an open net, but Stroby just gets back in time. The goal can't be scored. Raptor Jesus will try to recover alongside Mirroring with a pit redirection dunk. A double commit will come through, and Melox will be credited with the save. So scrambling there from the Arctic Gaming side, but they will be able to keep it away from the net. We'll remain at 0-0 as we're approaching halftime as well, Bacon. Both teams able to keep control of each other, able to keep up with each other. I'm not sure who to favor right now. This second game could go either way. A good shot in from Yagi could be on target. No, Raptor Jesus there. The defense Strawberry with the follow-up. That one is going in this time.
Posted in. I was going to reply to you. I think it's got to be Arctic. Their attacks have just been that little bit more promising, whereas the lads of Team Sir have just been sort of putting it on into the box, but not actually getting a shot on target, which has had to move the defenders about too much. There, the accuracy there from Stroby, just to put it into the post and into the net, phenomenal. And it's looking like he wants a second, just going off wide.
It's unlucky you're not going to get that double touch. That would have been a very fantastic goal to score, but we'll play on, no problems. 1-0 so far. We're approaching the half-time marker. Yagi, great aerial dribble from low amount of boost and almost scored it. For certain, that was a dangerous ball. Now Milok set up a Stroby, dunk it down. Raptors will be there to defend it. Mirrorwing will get it away to the left-hand side and disallow the player that was playing up mid to take control of it. Mirrorwing can't go much further than that, though. We'll try to set up a decent attacking force. Ooh, but Mirrorwing putting it away as he tries to fend off the defense of the Arctic side. Stroby now up close alongside Yagi. Gets shot a little bit too high, unfortunately. So Milox get forced back here in the mid players. Neo Shower will take control. Just challenge towards him. 2 minutes still left to go on the clock. Redirection central coming in from Mirroring and Neo Shower, but Neo Shower will not be able to get the 1-2-1 pass and will remain at 1-0.
You can definitely tell that Team Sir know they've got to pull something out of the hat. A redirect is going to be perfect here. Just near enough, try and throw off that defense, which is so solid, and the attack jumps at any moment. Arctic are playing so incredibly well today.
Yeah, Raptor Jesus was relying on Neo Shower to clear that out away because the touch, the angling from him went directly center, and that double commit is going to be able to win you if you are Arctic. 2-0 now on their board. The ball will continue to start things off in their half. Neo Shower back to Mirroring. The ball center field, and Raptor Jesus will take it towards the corner area. Schroeder will also be here with a good pass in towards the net, and Mirrorwing will take a hold of it for the moment. Yagi, good shot in. Oh, wow! Off the floor and directly up into the net itself. It's 3-0. A fantastic start here from Arctic Gaming.
Yeah, the biggest problem going on right now for Team Sir is not really their team cohesion with those passing plays. It's more that they don't have the rotation set in because they're not managing their boost that well. They're looking for boost, going for those 100s, going for those small pads at the wrong time. So it's all going out of their way to get it. And it's throwing the whole chemistry of the team off. The lads need to start communicating and then just, I would say, play the most basic game of Rocket League possible and just be happy to get a couple of goals. This game to me looks gone, but a reverse sweep still on the cards.
60 seconds remaining, so certainly doesn't look like it's a bit far gone for these guys, but Neo Shower out to Mirroring. Won't go as well as they would have wanted it to. This ball will instead just remain here in the upper portions of the pitch. Neo Shower will try to get away from Mirroring's control. Demo out, Milos go for a shot opportunity, not quite taken, but Mirroring will sweep in from the mid area. There we go, finally a good shot opportunity being set up by the Sir side.
This has to be by far the most impressive whiff I've ever seen, Jay. A whiff which turns into such a beautiful pass lining up Mirroring. Someone needs to clip that. Guys in chat, I have not seen you being pogs enough here. Make sure that every good goal you're getting clipping to, of course, get them featured into some highlight videos. Do it. We want to see you like clipping every single one and sharing it about definitely on Twitter, of course, and just tag TCS eSports into it.
We want to hear all of your thoughts on the league so far, and of course all the matches and everything. This match, however, looks like it's going 2-0. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. The Swiss Incredible Rebels, it looks like this is not going to be a game that they can take back. But as you were saying earlier, you know, the reverse sweep most certainly is possible for these guys. Neo Shower just trying to see if he can style his way out of the end of the matchup, but unfortunately not quick enough to turn the equalizer, not quick enough to try and get the second goal scored before the buzzer. So, 2-0, and suddenly Arctic are looking a lot more stronger. Bacon, you still want to change your predictions?
Yeah, I was going to say the last break, but no, I think I'll stick with predictions. I've definitely got some foresight. Bacon knows best. Sir, though, still could turn this around. The second half of that game where, you know, they didn't concede a single goal, they got one on into their opponent's side, was a lot better. Like I said, they've got to essentially play the most boring game of Rocket League possible, where they're focusing on that defense and then just getting 1 or 2 goals from just good build-up plays. The problem at the moment is, like I said, those rotations not solid. They've got to work on them. They were doing a lot better during that second time, where near enough they're focusing less on getting the ball into their opponent's net and focusing more on, okay, you're over there, I need to be here, the third man needs to be there, and we move up as a group. It's basically going to the fundamentals of team play for Sir.
Yeah, fundamentals down for this team on the blue side of the pitch. So I do appreciate, obviously, mastering those fundamentals. But certainly feels like the Arctic are playing a little bit better than them overall. Unfortunately, looking at a very, very awkward series down the barrel of a gun. Let's see if they can try and avoid the sweep at the very least. It's 5 minutes on the clock. Game 3, Arctic 2-0 up. They win this one. And they'll be taking another sweep victory here in our second match of the day. The TCS eSports League. Early kick-off to the favour of no one. Mirroring will be able to gain control back off that backboard. Won't be able to find all of it. Mirror Raptor Jesus will challenge Melox as he goes for a shot in. The Shara will still be here. Ball away. Yagi into the corner now. Takes it away from Stroby, and Mirrowing will put it off towards the corner. Melox will try and feed it away. Disrupt the path that the Swiss Incredible Rebels want to try and play from, and certainly they're doing a pretty decent job on the defensive line as the demo comes through on the Shower, which kind of takes out most of the setup for the Swiss Incredible Rebels side. So early minute, no goals. Arctic will be able to get a counter-attack opportunity. Going to try to be defended by the part of Raptor Jesus. Mirroring will pass back in. 3 players commit towards that ball on Yagi. We'd have to try and struggle for it in the mid-play. Go for a quick overplay from the Raptor Jesus part. Melox, ball control, getting a pass Mirroring. No, actually, it was a little bit too far wide, so no goal scored in the early minute.
No, but just the creativity come up with that, phenomenal from the lads of Arctic. I was a little bit worried. Sir was going super aggressive in the start, and Arctic would put on the back foot for a lot of it. But Arctic withstood all the pressure and have now turned it into some good counter-attacks.
Ball out into the box, the Sharrow. It's control for the most part here. Going to pass the first line of defense and the second. Mirroring has to follow up and do the rest of the work. Certainly passed in play, but Melox puts it off angle, so no center shot can come through. Mirroring will still try and challenge for it out towards his right-hand corner. Well, the challenge has been very, very successful so far for the former Raptors boosting service team. Sharrow, Miyagi. Good challenge all the way back. Ooh, good touch from Mirroring. Does go back towards the orange half of the pitch. Sorry, towards the orange box where things can get a little bit more awkward. Pass play in from Stroby. The ball is completely dead, but Mirroring will take control of it, try to keep it away, but Melox continues to return fire. The counter-attack is still on him on the Arctic side. Desperately trying to see if they can score this opening goal, because that will put them on victory row here for this series. Ball out, centered, Stroby will take the shot, and that is perfectly placed. The first is scored by Arctic.
That was absolutely nuts from Yagi. The prediction and the hit to get to the center, Stroby picking up on it so well. These lads, with that very, very far forward attack, they just trust that they're going to get these 50-50s and line up. It's fantastic to see from the Arctic side and a real strength for them.
Nice start as well. Again, that puts Arctic on victory roll. 2.5 minutes, a half a match to go, but Mirroring desperately trying to see if he can take control. Good opportunity with the angle a little bit too high. Certainly trying to see if he can return fire into a decent goal. Maybe a chance back here for Team SIR. Yagi maintains control, trying to get it past Mirroring. Mirroring will actually challenge it, put it back on target, but Stroby instead is the one to receive. Back into the mid-plane. Neo Sharrow missing his chance. Ball will remain inside the corner play. Melox missing his chance as well. Yagi out towards the center. Pass back in for Stroby to take control of the center in front of Jesus. A good shot opportunity taken out by Melox instead. Ball will still remain inside that orange half. Melox doesn't even get a good play out, and now the mid-center play from Team Sir has certainly locked out for them. They're keeping this one inside the orange half for the most part, but unable to get a good setup that amounts to a goal. Maybe this could be it. No, Raptor Jesus a little bit too low. The ball remains in the orange control. Yeah,
but will let it be known that Team Sir are putting on a lot of attacks here. It's been like if they just keep chipping away at this wall, they will find a crack and get their way through, break the dam. They've got 1 minute 20 to do it. It's only 1 goal separating these two teams. Jay, I think we're probably going to see an overtime here, buddy.
Oh, you did predict it correctly last time around, so let's see if it will be the case right here. Still
no
only
pressure.
A goal separate. No pressure on you, mate. You're the one that made a prediction. Still only a goal separating Arctic and the Swiss Incredible Rebels. And now 1 minute will be on the clock that separates the Arctic side from victory. Raptor Jesus trying to play Strobe will be able to get the good, clear, and save opportunity. Mirrorwing back to Neo Shara. Neo Shara challenge 50-50 in the midline. Does the ball remain in control and in the blue half of the pitch? So drop down after Jesus. We've got to take control of this. Neo Shara will be the man that rotates in just in time. But now the counter-attack continues for the Arctic side. If they can stall for this, it will be a 3-0 series for them. Mirrorwing going for a good shot inside. Yagi just rotates in time to keep it a close affair. But it's a defense nonetheless for the Arctic side. 25 seconds remaining. Yagi with control. Back into the mid-play. Neo Shara is going to be here. Mirrorwing also in the mid-play. Ball will go back into the corner where Strobe and Melox and Co are all going to try place in. Melox pushed out of the way. Raptor Jesus and Neo Shara trying to see if they can gain control. They've got to get a shot now. 7 seconds remaining. Raptor Jesus 100 boost, but fumbling all over the place with his car. Pinch opportunity. Third man to come through. No, Strobe is going to try kill it. It will touch the floor. It's a 3-0 for Arctic. Well, RIP to the overtime, Bacon, but good try, good try.
Hey, I got the all-important prediction right, and that was that Arctic was taking it. You didn't get that, so yeah, take that, Jay.
This is true, actually. I did predict Swiss Incredible Rebels, and I still think they would have had a bit of a closer shot if they weren't playing with a stand-in. Vice versa for Yagi, though. He wasn't. Well, vice versa for Arctic. Obviously, Yagi isn't a main stable part of the roster, but there you go. 3-0 for Arctic, a much more one-sided affair than we were expecting, however.
Yeah, and you did agree with me earlier that if any team was going to be breaking that streak from Team Say, it was going to be Arctic, as next week Sir have Whiffmasters to go up against. We think Sir are a little bit stronger there. And of course, afterwards, they do have Lorsane. So if it did happen next week, it would probably happen against Lorsane because, Jesus, are they strong. Raptor Jesus does need to get his team a little bit more in shape alongside Mirrorwing, those two just being that large, strong force. And remember, they did have the sub in Neo Sharo playing in, maybe not too concrete with the team, just coming on in. But next week, hopefully with RNZ back, it's going to be 4-1 for them. Because unfortunately, this week, it's a loss. And Arctic are going to be progressing to 2 wins, 2 losses, definitely making some good headroom for themselves.
And now the Swiss Incredible Rebels have the all-important 1-game loss strike, which is going to be a bit of a little marker against them in this case. But there's another team that has to play for a bit more glory themselves. Whiffmasters are currently underperforming, we think, in this tournament. And right now they're going to have their chance to see if they can put a few more games on the board because they're up against Silent Gaming, a team that have a lot to prove. Don't go anywhere. This one should be a doozy after the break. It's Whiffmasters versus Silent.